This vignette is all about where to go for hope and strength when you're facing something big that you neither have the wisdom or the strength to face. This is Exodus 7, 1 through 7, and I've titled this, Where Do You Look for Hope and Strength? And the Lord said to Moses, See, I have made you like a god to Pharaoh, and your brother Aaron shall be your prophet. You shall speak all that I command you, and your brother Aaron shall tell Pharaoh to let the people of Israel go out of his land. But I will harden Pharaoh's heart, and though I multiply my signs and wonders in the land of Egypt, Pharaoh will not listen to you. Then I will lay my hand on Egypt and bring my host, my people of children of Israel, out of the land of Egypt by great acts of judgment. The Egyptians shall know that I am the Lord when I stretch out my hand against Egypt and bring out the people of Israel from among them. Moses and Aaron did so. They did just as the Lord commanded them. Now Moses was 80 years old, and Aaron 83 years old when they spoke to Pharaoh. Well, when you're facing something hard, where do you look for hope and strength? Do you look to your track record, assessing how you've done in tough situations before? Do you look to your family and friends? This vignette is all about where to go for hope and strength when you're facing something big that you neither have the wisdom or the strength to face. What God says here to Moses is worth stopping and paying attention to. Remember that this Moses is the former murderous exile and now the fearful doubter. God says, See, I have made you like God to Pharaoh. I have made you like God to Pharaoh. Wow, what amazing words. He doesn't mean that Moses will be literally like God, but as Pharaoh was considered to be divine in Egypt, Moses would stand before him as a divine representative of the one true God. And because he was coming as an appointed ambassador, Moses' will would be done by Pharaoh, as long as Moses depended on and was in the will of the one who sent him. Pharaoh didn't understand the awesome power that stood behind Moses. See, God gives power and authority to those who naturally have none, in order that his will be done on earth as it is in heaven. I like what it says in 1 Corinthians 1, 26-31. For consider your calling, brothers, that not many of you were wise according to worldly standards. Not many of you were powerful. Not many were noble birth. But God chose what is foolish in the world to shame the wise. God chose what is weak in the world to shame the strong. God chose what is low and despised in the world, even the things that are not, to bring to nothing the things that are, so that no human being might boast in the presence of God. And because of him, you are in Christ Jesus, who became to us wisdom from God, righteousness and sanctification and redemption, so that, as is written, let one who boasts boast in the Lord. So God then, after telling Moses, reminding Moses he will be like a god to Pharaoh, the power that's behind him, he lays out his plan. He said, First, you will command Pharaoh to release my people. Second, I will harden Pharaoh's heart and thereby demonstrate my power and glory. Third, Pharaoh will still not listen. Fourth, so I will lay my hands on Egypt and lead my people out through mighty acts of judgment. And fifth, the Egyptians will ultimately know that I am the Lord. There is no other, and no one can stop my plan for my people. You see, although he doesn't have to, God knows that Moses and Aaron are going to be fearful until they have some kind of understanding of how this thing is going to go down. So God, with specificity, gives them the steps of exactly what's going to happen. Again, God's tender, patient, condescending love. As God was laying out his plan, Moses and Aaron had no clue that what we know, that the plan included the life, death, and resurrection of Jesus, and that plan marches on and includes even you and me today.